Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the car review series. Today I'm reviewing the Hyundai Click Type R from 2004. Let's look in the car settings. We have 477 performance points, 262 brake horsepower, only weighing in at 830 kilograms or 0.8 tons, depending on what country you live in. It's front engine front wheel drive with a max torque of 28 kilograms force meter, and it's a 3.16 kilograms per brake horsepower power to weight ratio. I'm expecting it to be quite slow and boring, but thinking that makes me think that it's actually going to be quite fast and entertaining. I saw this car on episode 25. It was parked up and I almost hit it, but I managed to miss it luckily, and it seemed like an interesting car, so I decided to give it a go. So we have the back of the Hyundai Click. It's a standard car, so there's no sort of interiors or anything like that. The brake lights aren't very bright. Like, I'm flashing them on and off, and you can only just about see them flashing on and off, so it's not ideal for it. It's not very safe as well. We've got the front of the car. They're very bright lights. Ignore the sunshine that goes with it. That's just the brightness of the lights. We have the horn. It's a very standard horn. We have no wipers or lights. The lights do change. There. We have the front of the bumper view, which goes up to 160 miles per hour as per usual. I think this might be a different design on this car. I'm not sure. I could be completely lying here, but I'm pretty sure the dial design is slightly different. It looks different. And then we've got the interior, which is left-hand drive, so it can be a bit of a... If I was using the interior view, that would be a bit of a pain. Interesting, it has a triangle. You can see on... You can't really see it, but on the A-pillar there's a triangle instead of a pillar, which is interesting. I don't know why they'd do that, but they have. You can see out of the back doing that. And there's the rear view, which is a pretty standard view. You can actually see the whole track as well, which is very handy. You can see outside the back of your car. And you've got the bonnet view, which I believe is a roof view, because you've got the little aerial thing there right in front of you. And if you look, that's on the roof. That's not on the boot. That's not on the bonnet. Sorry, that's on the roof. So I think that is a roof view. So now listen to the sound. It's what I expected a Hyundai to sound like. It's not nice, but it's not bad. It's kind of very... Yeah, it's not nice, but it's not bad. Now this is front wheel drive, so I am expecting... a burnout of sorts, so yeah, let's test this out. Oh, there's the burnout. Off the bat it seems pretty average. Oh, I got a bit of a two-wheeled moment there, I believe. That was a pretty scary. See what the brakes are. The brakes are good. Brakes are very good. It's always handy to have a car that brakes well. Oh! Another bit of a two-wheeled moment. I think this car might be a little top-heavy. The suspension is on the lowest it will go, so I don't think there is a way to stop it from rolling. If I do that, it will go on two wheels, which is not ideal. So, yeah, we've already sussed out that the car is top-heavy. It seems very average from in terms of acceleration-wise. See if I can make this corner flat out. I can make that corner flat out. This car's good then. It handles well. We are on Nurburgring. I should mention that there were no there's only 5 gears. There were no tracks on. There were no lobbies for London that had more than one person on it. So I had to change tracks. Côte d'Azur or Monaco, depending on how you say it. Also had it also had no lobbies on, which were relevant to to this. They're all races and stuff like that. So I had to go to Nurburgring, which I think was a good idea because this car doesn't. It feels very suited to Nurburgring. Oh dear! Another two-word watch, the Audi TTS, which almost hit me. Yeah, those two-word moments are quite scary. I have to admit. The physics of Gran Turismo don't actually allow you to go onto your roof unless you really push it, which is it's not nice, but it's good for a car like this where you'll basically go on two wheels every lap probably. On the Nurburgring, basically every curb you go to, you'll probably hit the curb and then roll over or something. So it is helpful that game mechanic doesn't allow you to roll over, but it's not very realistic, and I like realism in the game. The car is it's nice to drive. It's not bad. I'll tell you that, but it's actually quite good. It's better than you'd think for a Hyundai. I don't think this would compete with a Subaru. It's too slow and doesn't have a long enough transmission gear ratio, whatever. But I don't know what it would compete with. Probably the S2000s and stuff like that. But that's more towards the Subaru sort of side of things. What would this compete with? It's definitely a race car. You can tell by the way I can tell by the way the car sort of flows around the corners that it is a race car and it's designed to be raced on a track. Went on the grass there, it didn't spin out. That was crazy. It didn't spin out when I hit the grass, which is that's always handy when a car doesn't spin out when you hit the grass. Let's just try experimenting and just clip the grass going around this corner. It doesn't pull me in. It doesn't pull me in. So in some respects this is better than a Subaru. No. I can't say that a Hyundai is better than a Subaru in any aspect. Whoa! Massive two-wheel moment there. Another minor heart attack. Oh, that was crazy. Oh, that's going to be another one soon. Okay, I avoided that one, luckily. But the grass just doesn't pull me in. Whereas in a Subaru, the grass will pull you in and you won't be able to get back out of it unless you really use brute force, basically. Going around the carousel, let's see how the car handles it. Not very well. It doesn't like that corner. Doesn't like that corner at all. So I would say this car is suited for Nurburgring, or at least designed for Nurburgring in some respects. But yeah, it's just a generally nice car. And two-word moment again. The two-wheel moments aren't actually scary anymore. I'm getting used to being on two wheels constantly. Yeah, it's just there's nothing really to say about this car. There's oh, two wheels again. Yeah, two wheels aren't really scary anymore. Come on, car, turn. Right, let's try. I crashed. Okay, I didn't expect to crash, but I crashed. Yeah, let's try doing all the steering. Of course it will understeer, that's what every car will do if you do that, but how well does it turn? Very well, very controlled. That's good. So you could, if you had a controller, or a steering wheel which only went full lock for some reason, I don't think you'd be using that steering wheel. I did used to have a steering wheel that always went full lock, but... yeah, if you have a steering wheel which goes full lock, you are able to drive this car. That was so scary. I'm scared now. I'm really scared. Yeah, it's definitely a track for Nurburgring. It's not fast around Nurburgring. It's not fast at all. I think it's about probably 9-minute range. Ooh. A bit of understeer going on here. It's not too much. I'm surprised actually. Because of the not much power, but not much weight either. Oops. I think the weight is causing it to to go on 2 wheels. That's probably a factor of the weight. But it's just yeah, because there's not much power. There's only 200 odd power, something like that. It doesn't really understeer or oversteer at all. That gearing ratio is not suited for a sumptuary. Don't use this car on a straight or a straight fast track, because as you can see, it maxes out about 140, something like that, and the engine is probably blown up by now. So yeah, I wouldn't use this for a fast-paced track like High Speed Ring. It's in the name. It's a high speed ring. So yeah, I've been XeinsGaming, reviewing the Hyundai Click for beginners. Beginners. Yes, it's pretty much perfect for beginners. I can't really fault this car other than the 2 wheel buttons, and to be honest, if you know how to control that, then you can drive this car very, very well. So yeah, it's been an interesting review for this Hyundai Click. It's a very average car. I didn't expect to say a Hyundai was an average car, but it is an average car. I also love the advertisements on the car. Anyway, I've been XeinsGaming, reviewing the Hyundai Click. Beginners, yes. Amateurs, yeah. I think this car is just suited for anyone. I don't think I can quite see everyone in this lobby either, because there's 15 people in the lobby, and I can only see 1 on the track. So yeah. I've been, as I just said 2 times, I've been XeinsGaming, reviewing the Hyundai Click Type-R from 2004, and I will see you in the next video.